Gold Coast MP Karen Andrews is again refusing to rule out running for the leadership of the Liberal Party despite favouritism for outgoing Defence Minister Peter Dutton to get the job. We're joined by our Brisbane Bureau Chief Adam Walters from outside Mr Dutton's electorate office. Adam, the opposition leader, that position, it's not cut and dried, but you'd have your money on Peter Dutton right now, I think.
Not so sure, Tom. It's certainly uncertain, the issue of the opposition leadership. If you listen to Mr Dutton's supporters, he's a shoo-in, but as Trudy just suggested, there's a big push internally as these frank and often brutal post-mortems continue for the Liberal Party, for the party to embrace a new reinvention, to basically not abandon its traditional values, but take a serious lesson from the success of those teal independents and also acknowledge the stunning victories by the Greens in this election. But the more conservative wing of the party will insist on retaining its traditional voter base. Therein lies the challenge, and it characterises the differences between the two main contenders for the opposition leadership. Peter Dutton was questioned on Saturday about whether it was a possibility. He wouldn't covet that, being positive about the result. He ended up scraping home by 2,600 votes, holding a much safer seat for the Liberal Party on the Gold Coast in the electorate of McPherson is the outgoing Home Affairs Minister Karen Andrews. And on Brisbane radio this morning, she provided a very strong hint about her plans to take Mr Dutton on. This is what she said.
I'm interested in what role will allow me to add the most value to my party and the members of my party as well. So I'm going to consider my position over the next day or so. I'm delighted to have been re-elected as the member for McPherson. I want to keep working with my colleagues very closely to assist them to set us up well for the next election.
Tom, there are those who believe that a female leader will provide the best chance for the Liberal Party in rebuilding itself as a modern, progressive organisation with a vision that appeals to a new generation of voters. But Mr Dutton's close friend and parliamentary colleague, Alan Tudge, is insisting he's a shoo-in.
Who should be leader?
Peter Dutton will be leader. I think he'll be incredibly effective, actually. He's a person of immense character, experience. He has very deep values within the Liberal Party, and I think we need to go back to those values. And I think he'll be a very effective Liberal leader at holding the Labor Party to account.
And Tom, just to add to the intrigue, there are two other hats in the ring. Dan Tehan, the outgoing Trade Minister, and this morning on Sky News, Susan Lee told Pete Stefanovic that as the outgoing Environment Minister, she wasn't ruling out some sort of role in the leadership, even if she pitches to be deputy. Tom.
All right, we'll see how it plays out. Still think Peter Dutton very likely, but look, Karen Andrews throwing her hat into the ring. Adam, thank you.